students. Today we will start the second chapter of second module, because in the fifth module we are going to study about three-phase motors and generators, right? So before going to start that, you should have a sufficient idea regarding what do you mean by a three-phase circuit, right? So, and even you have two practical experiments. One is voltage and current relation in star and delta, and measurement of three-phase power using 2 wattmeter. So in order to understand these two, this chapter is very important. Therefore now we will start with this, and later we will move on to fifth module, right? So in second chapter of second module, as per the syllabus, you need to study advantages of three-phase power, how we are going to generate three-phase power, three-phased balanced circuit, voltage and current relation in star and delta connection, and measurement of three-phase power using 2 wattmeter method, right? So before going to start with what are the advantages of three-phase power, first we will understand what do you mean by three-phase power and why we are going to call it as a three-phase power, right? So see, in any electrical apparatus, if it is having only one winding, then that circuit will be called as a single phase system, right? So in the first chapter you have studied single phase system means it will be having only one winding. If the circuit is having two windings, right, so which are separated by a phase difference of 90 degree, right? So then those kind of systems are called as two-phase systems, right? So if it is having only one winding, it will be single phase, right? And if it is having two windings in such a way that the voltage or current generated by them is having 90 degree phase difference, then that will be called as two-phase system. Similarly, if the circuit is having three windings and the current and voltage generated by them is having a phase difference of 120 degree, then those kind of systems are called as three-phase systems. It should have three windings and current and voltage generated by them should have 120 degree phase shift. Then it will be called as what? Three-phase system, right? So instead of single, double or triple windings, if the circuit is having more than three windings, then those kind of systems are called as polyphase systems, right? So now don't worry about polyphase systems, only we need to concentrate on three-phase, right? So once again I will explain what do you mean by three-phase. It should have three windings and current or voltage generated by them should have 120 degree phase difference, right? So then those circuits are called as what? Three-phase system, right? So similarly, now we'll come to the syllabus. Advantages of three-phase system over single phase, right? So this is as good as three-phase system. In general, we can narrate it to the work done by three people and the work done by one people or one person, right? So this is your single phase system, this is your three-phase system, right? So obviously the work done by one people is comparatively less efficient to the work done by three people. That is the first advantage. A three-phase apparatus is more efficient than a single-phase apparatus. Yakandre, we can achieve our desired result using any one of the phase out of three. But it is not the case in case of single phase, right? So next, for the same capacity of three-phase apparatus, it costs less than a single-phase apparatus, right? So cost is also less in case of three-phase. The size of three-phase apparatus is smaller than the size of single-phase apparatus. Next, size. right? So similarly, fourth one, for transmitting the same amount of current power over a same distance under the same power loss, the amount of conductor material required is less in case of three-phase system. It is having less cost, smaller in size, and it requires less material compared to single phase. The three-phase motors produces uniform torque, whereas the torque produced by single-phase motors are pulsating, right? So in the DC motor we have studied regarding torque, right? So torque is nothing but it is the radial force, isn't it? The torque produced by three-phase motor is uniform compared to single phase. Next, the connections of three-phase generators in parallel does not give rise to any harmonics. Harmonics is nothing but any disturbance. If we are going to connect a three-phase motors in parallel, it does not give any disturbance or it does not give any harmonics, right? So next, in case of three-phase star and delta system, two different voltages can be obtained. One we are going to call it as line voltage, and the another one we are going to call it as phase voltage. We have two options, either we can go with line or we can go with phase voltage based on whether we are going to star and delta. That we will study later, but in lane I3 here we have an option, two options, voltage line or phase. But in case of single phase we have only one voltage. Next, three-phase motors are self-starting, whereas single-phase motors are not self-starting. It requires an additional starter, right? So these are what the advantages of three-phase motor over a single-phase motor, right? So in your examination they will ask, explain the advantages of three-phase system over single-phase system. Therefore, you need to be perfect at least 5 to 6 advantages out of 8, and based on the marks you need to write the answer, right?